What would it be like to grow up in a circus family and be married to a seventh-generation flying Wallenda? Well, Tony Hernandez can tell us. He's in the popular show Absinthe at Caesar's Palace, and today we find out more about him in my entertainer profile. This is little Tony Hernandez. Back in the day, he was featured alongside his family on the popular kids show Captain Kangaroo. He was part of a teeterboard act.
When we would train in our backyard, they had like a little playpen for me, and I would stand and watch them do this. So, what else would I have done with my life,
And Tony had a blast doing it. Then, when he was 19 years old, he met his wife, a seventh-generation flying Wallenda, a legendary high-wire family.
And when I started dating them, their parents were like, well, if you're going to date our daughter, you need to get on the high wire. And I thought about it, but I was like, you're not going to scare me away that fast. So I started training.
He nailed it and became part of the seven-person pyramid act. In the 1960s, the Wallendas attempted the pyramid, but 2 people died and 1 ended up in a wheelchair. Tony was part of the later record-breaking team.
The ringmaster made this huge announcement, and the first night, we all had chills, and the person that's still in the wheelchair from the fall in the 70s was down in the audience watching us. So it was the real deal.
Now we forward to today. Hernandez performs and created the High Wire act in Absinthe at Caesar's Palace. Originally, the producer didn't think it could be done because of the small space. Tony insisted it could, and voila.
But they're that close that I feel like, you have a connection with the audience, and it's very unique.
Tony told me he can see people cover their faces and hold up their cameras. So I wondered if it ever distracts him. And does he ever get scared of falling?
Because the moment you start to have no fear is the moment when things happen, when you become complacent and anytime I've had close calls is when I started getting a little too cocky.
Wife is currently a stay-at-home mom. They have an 8-month-old. She's his understudy, though, so when he's out sick or can't be there, she actually steps in, which is kind of cool.
Wow.
So interesting story, huh?
Yeah.